Three lame guys. I'm Mr. Cack. That's Nerd Jared. That's Nerd TJ. We are here to be lame, three, and guys. And now we're going to watch a trailer. This trailer is for Longlegs, the end trailer. Okay, enjoy. Well, it's already out in theaters.
Yeah.
All right, go watch it if you haven't already.
If you haven't already, and if you don't know what this is, neither did I until earlier this week. I didn't
know this was even out in theaters.
Yeah.
There you go. We're all learning something. Hey, so Longlegs.
Don't move.
All right. I
Isn't
won't.
it scary being an FBI agent?
In today's society,
No, I was about to
probably.
say, not really.
Ow! Left with the bodies.
All right.
Something has happened to that person's hands.
Well, no shit.
It could just be
Oh,
going through that
shit,
time in the month. Could just be that time of the month. The best serial killer horror film since Silence of the Lambs. Let me think
Really?
about that. Is that what
Okay.
you want? I feel
Well,
like that's.
it
I feel
has
like that's a tough
I
one.
feel like that's overstepping some boundary.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We have 10 letters like it over the past 30 years.
10.
And all of them signed with one word. Longlegs.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, it's probably going to be complete crap.
He'll kill.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. That's not a good
No.
endorsement.
There she is.
Ooh.
Oh, that is creepy. That is creepy. Just the voice alone.
So we barely get the clip of Nicolas Cage coming in. You got the crazy white Beetlejuice hair going on. I'm sure there's other things. Like his arm, I can't tell if that's a sleeved shirt.
It looks
under
like
it,
yeah.
or if maybe his arms are just kind of weird. How crazy would it be if his arms were longer? Like it's called long
Than his
legs,
legs.
but he's got like long arms. Nicholas
Freaking
Cage.
Inspector Gadget over here.
Could have made nice with me.
Ugh! I don't like that. Ooh.
Oh,
Put the gun down!
And now that
was that him?
Is that Nicolas Cage?
to all of this.
We'll go back to that. That was him. That was for sure him. That was
Yeah.
That was the him. That was the himless Cage.
Himless Cage.
Let's see. Where was it?
Back.
It was back.
Yeah, right before there's a girl in the bra. Right before that. No, too far. Right before the cage.
Hold on.
Screaming.
There
in
we
the
go.
car. Oh, that's him. There we go. That's one too.
Okay, that's the lady
That's-
that was on the ground. The older lady that was on the ground. So he's just
Yeah,
wearing like a white
there's
suit?
one. I think that's him screaming in the car too, though.
I think so too. What about
right after
this
that.
nightmare?
Yeah,
What about this
that's-
nightmare?
I think
What
I like
about-
clowns more than that.
TJ, what? What about this, TJ?
TJ has said not a word.
I see. I can't tell if there's like a glare on my screen or something, because it's like I see like this black like thing. But is there eyes in there?
Eyes,
Like,
the very cat-like eyes.
Yes,
and
very
like,
cat-like.
And like,
okay.
if I look at her from an angle, I can see more of the face. It's like a skull.
Yeah.
Like
It almost looks like the nun.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's interesting.
Actually, now when I turn, oh yeah, I can get a whole
yeah.
face profile
Yeah, if you look
from
at
way
it
over
from
here.
an angle, it's very Skeletor-ish.
Yes.
Like the eyes are sunk in. She's got the cat-like eyes, but like the skull is very. So who the hell is this lady?
Wait a minute! Who are you?
All right, we'll continue.
All right.
We'll continue. Let's get back to. Are they looking at this lady? Is that what's happening right now? Are they like checking out the? Hey, this is a cool lady. It's a cat lady. All right.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'd
Look
run.
at that. We gave it 24 million stars. Everybody gets a gosh damn star.
This girl's got a gun in every scene. There we go. There's it.
There we go.
Okay, right after that. Oh,
That's him, right?
that's him. It's got to be
him.
So, all right, we get a shot of his face. They've done some work to his nose. Obviously, he's got some hair. Looks like some other prosthetics around his face.
Well, I mean, it looks like sleeves now. So
Yeah, it definitely looks
Yeah,
more like sleeves,
definitely
yeah.
sleeves. So he's got a short shirt on and a long shirt on. Okay.
For his long legs. Okay, or
Well,
we were
look at
s-
look how his knees are in his like.
yeah. So yeah, I guess he does have long legs.
He must have long legs. Maybe that's why they call it long legs.
All right. Okay,
Confirmed.
All right.
3 lame guys, we did it.
All right. Okay. Again, right here, the scariest film of the decade. Like, you can't be putting that stuff out because I'm gonna go in hoping that this is, and then when it's not, I'm gonna be very upset. Like, you set the bar unrealistically high with some of these comments. Why share them?
Listen, they've got your money at that point. They don't care.
Yeah.
Because everything you do online after that to talk about it and why it was the crappiest movie you've ever seen, they still got your money. It's still hype. It's still pub, man.
Did she have the blood on her before that guy walked in front of her?
Oh, I don't think so. That looks like it might be part of a
did.
splatter.
Yeah, like she's probably
saw
shot
what
or
just
someone has died in front of her and it's splattered all over the place.
Yeah, she saw what just happened, whatever it was.
Okay, so
they
there's
might
like,
not be dead.
Like this has got to be in like an interrogation room probably, right? Because like why are there so many, I assume, FBI agents flooding in right now? Like why was she the only one there? She's got her credentials out. I assume this has to be like somewhere in a precinct of some sort.
Probably.
Or an office person.
And that like
I think she killed somebody. I think she's unreliable. I think she's crazy. Oh,
what was that?
there you go.
Nicolas Cage again and kissing a mannequin. No, never mind. I can see pants. He has pants on. I thought he was in his underwear for a second or naked.
I'm gonna come.
So the scary doll, or not scary doll, the scary lady, old lady looking thing, what if that's a doll he made?
Yeah,
Like he's
that's what I'm just
doll
thinking.
maker, right? And this is creepy. So what if he made a creepy doll? Because it does look like after like we see the black spot thing that this girl is lifting up the veil to it. So I imagine it's got to be one of his creations because something's rotten in the town of Yule. Like there's
TJ, since you've still been relatively quiet, so I got to ask you a really important question, right? Do you think he has sex with those dolls?
TJ.
You know, if it wasn't Nicolas Cage, I'd say no.
But since it is
Nicolas Cage, I just imagine him be like, if we're not going to take their face off, I'm going to fuck the doll.
I really don't know if we should review any further. I feel like the trailer is done. So
damn it! I knew I was getting myself into trouble when I was like, "Let's ask TJ a stupid question." TJ was like,
good.
"I'll give you a stupid answer."
Yeah, you
'Cause he
played
knew.
that game.
He knew.
You played that
He
game.
knew.
You won that prize. So TJ, this trailer, are you excited? Does this look like the scariest movie in the decade?
No, it looks like it's going to be something that's overhyped. Then again, I've been wrong before, but I've been right before. So, you know,
Once.
more than once.
Okay, fine, twice.
There we go. So, I mean, it scariest movie of the decade. I don't know that they can make a scary movie anymore.
That's true.
I feel
tough.
like
Suspenseful, maybe. I think it could be the most suspenseful movie of the decade. Because to me, this looks like it's going to be a lot more suspense. Because deep down inside, I'm always going to think, that's Nicolas Cage. That's the guy who was in Face Off. You know, that's the guy who was, you know, pretending to be John Travolta, pretending to be him. I mean, that's.
I just hope he finds a treasure.
He's gonna kill someone, I bet. Jared,
Unalive someone.
Unalive someone. Sorry, Jared. This trailer, what'd you think?
I'm not. I don't have quite the level of disdain that TJ does for it, but I understand why he has that level of disdain. However, to me, I don't know if it's a guilty pleasure of mine, but like it's one thing to be, you know, would I call this horror? No, horror, not horror. Horror. It's not, but to TJ's credit, it seems suspenseful, and I think the horror and suspenseful when you add them together, it's a different kind of category, and I don't think we've ever actually named it. Well, actually, we did slasher, but this is not a slasher. So, like, this is like a new kind of thing, I think, in a way, because it's like it's creepy, it's suspenseful, and again, this is just the trailer. The movie could suck, or it could be the scariest thing we've ever seen. That's what a trailer's job is to do, is to get you intrigued enough to say, I want to watch that thing. And it doesn't help for me that it's like, here's a scary horror movie. It's like, okay, cool, I've seen it. Oh, you haven't seen this one yet? It's pretty grotesque and creepy. It's like, all right, yeah, I've seen those too. It's like, but it's got Nick Cage as the bad guy. I'm like, I'm in. It's like, this could have been a shit trailer, and I would have probably still said, yeah, let's watch it. I'm in. Nick Cage is in it. Let's go.
That's fair. I don't think Silence of the Lamb is a scary movie. I think that's a weird comparison to make. I guess some people might find it scary. I don't. I feel like it's more like what TJ said. It's more like a suspense. It's more like a thriller. I don't see it as scary. And I think that this movie is going to be more along those lines. I wish they wouldn't frame this as a pure horror movie. I wish they would frame this as suspense, because I think there is differences to that. I think people are expecting a boogeyman. And while Nicolas Cage is going to play a psychotic, creepy person, he's not supernatural, I don't think. I think he's just a human being. And I think the true horror, if you want to find a horror element of this, is going to be more psychological, which is really hard for, I think, general audiences to process, because it can be very fine-tuned to you, a person. So what we're probably going to see this woman, the FBI agent, what we're going to see her go through is probably going to be traumatic stuff that is very niche to her. Like, she's probably experienced something traumatic in her young life. I think that's where all the flashback scenes are going to, or maybe something that she encountered growing up that have shaped her into the person. And that's what Clarice had. Clarice had issues that, Hannibal was preying upon, making references to, the affection she was trying to find in her father and all that stuff. And like, it's one of those things where like, I don't think calling this a straight up horror is maybe going to be the most accurate way to describe it, and people are going to go in and feel a certain way about that when they see it. I recently watched The Watchers, and it was billed as this horror movie, and I would say after watching it, I don't necessarily think it was a true horror movie, but going in thinking it was, I think, diminished the return to me. And I think that this might end up hurting this, but we could be wrong. That's what we feel watching this trailer 6 days after the movie's come out.
It's already out. Hey, have you seen it? Are we off? What do you guys think? Comment below.
Let us know in the comments. But boys, this trailer, let's give it thumbs up, thumbs down on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Where them thumbs going?
I'll go ahead and put it up just because it's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I'll give it the Nicholas bump up. Jared is fighting his fist, doesn't know where that thumb's gonna go.
Oh, it does. Look at that. There it is.
Go. It's up. I don't know if you also can see this because it's kind of tiny, but it's rated R for bloody violence, disturbing images, and
some language.
Some language. Not all the language, just some.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna tell you how tired I am. I thought it said like bloody images and whatever and Liam Neeson, and I was like, all right, that's it. I'm tired. I need to go to bed.
I have a particular set of legs. You don't know me, but I know who you are.
No, sorry.
Nick Cage is out mowing his lawn with like one of them old rotisserie lawnmowers, and he just stops, looks over at the mailbox, and Liam Neeson's standing there. He doesn't say a word though. He just stares at it.
You ever realize that the Liam Neeson quote that he does from the first Taken movie is just a variation of what Dale Gribble does in King of the Hill when he is threat calling Peggy Hill to not teach sex ed?
You don't know who I am, but I know where you live, and if you teach that sex ed class, so help me out.
Dale? Is that you?
Oh, Hank, can I speak with Peggy?
Peggy, it's for you. It's Dale.
Yellow Dale.
You don't know who I am, but I know where you live.
Longlegs! Check it out! Goodbye! Subscribe, like. I'm scared. I'm just scared at the end.